Hi guys, so I'm here today with a little bit of a different type of video, and I thought I'd share it with you. By the way, this is my new cat, Benji, who just made an appearance. He might be irritating me, but whatever. So I would like to talk to you guys about the first and only time I ever got a Brazilian wax. And I'm not going to go into details of what a Brazilian wax is if you don't know where it is. You can probably just Google it. It'll be on Wikipedia, something like that. But I'd like to share my story because I personally think it's kind of a funny story. It's quite embarrassing, and it's also funny. Like, it was embarrassing at the time, but looking back on it, I think it's a funny story. So, as some of you might know, I am a massage therapist. I work at a spa. I'm not going to say what kind of spa, anything like that. All I'm going to say is I work at a chain spa, and they also do facials there and waxing. So, at the time, it was give or take 2 years ago, one of my coworkers who was the lead esthetician, and estheticians do facials, if you don't know what an esthetician is. They do facials, they do the waxing, things like that. Her and another girl I worked with needed to be trained in Brazilian waxing. And there was somebody coming from corporate to train them on how to do a Brazilian wax, and they need somebody as a demonstration. And so one of my coworkers, who was another massage therapist, was supposed to be like the dummy for the Brazilian wax, and unfortunately she had to pick her son up from school or something like that, so she had to drop out. And we usually try to get somebody that works at the front desk or something like that to just be the dummy, and then people are like, oh, well, I just shaved the other day, or I have my period, things like that. And you don't want to get, like, just quick FYI, you shouldn't get a Brazilian wax if you're on your period. Just saying. So they all go to me. There's a girl coming from corporate. She's coming all the way from this place, like a couple of hours, like, is the trip over here. So we need somebody, and I had never ever had a Brazilian wax, ever. I never had anything waxed besides my eyebrows, my lip, my arms, and my legs. Actually, not even my legs. I never waxed anything because I was just so paranoid about, I don't know, I don't want anybody going down over there. Like, it's just like a weird situation. It's just, I don't know, I don't want somebody looking all up in my business, you know? It's just, like, I mean, it's bad enough to go to a gynecologist, like, to have somebody, like, I don't even want to say it. It's just like, I don't know, it's a very, like, invasive thing. And it's a very, like, nerve-wracking thing, especially considering I never had anything from, like, the, you know, the waist down waxed ever. So I was very nervous. So they go to me, please, 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 like, you know, that kind of thing. And my boss even said, oh, I'll go buy you a shot or something. She still owes me for that shot, by the way. She watches my videos, so she might, I don't know if she'll see this, but she might. So she's like, please, could you do this? You don't have any appointments right now. So I'm like, oh boy. Fine, I'll do it. You know, I agreed to do it. And my coworker, so this is how it was. The woman from corporate came to the spa, and so it was going to be me, 2 people that I work with, and the girl from corporate, and my boss decided she wanted to be in the room as well because she's very interested in waxing. So basically, I had 4 people staring at my business, and this was my first time getting a Brazilian wax. Like, it's so freaky and nerve-wracking, and I'm like, holy crap, people are like all looking. I should just sell tickets to see, you know, my business, because people are all looking at it, you know. Might as well let everybody come see it. Should put a sign outside, who wants to see Lauren's business, you know. But regardless, it was very interesting because, you know, they had me wear like a little, like, they had me put a towel over, like, my down area, and then they unveil it, and they're like, oh, okay, so you do this side, I'll do this side, well, here, I'll start with this side, and then you go on this side, and you do this. And I remember, like, because, again, this was 2 years ago, I feel like I was more embarrassed that 3 people I work with were seeing my business, and I don't know, like, it was just, like, and they all had to take turns, so it was, like, 3 people were doing this for me, and it's like, I remember being so embarrassed, and I don't remember it hurting as much. I just remember myself being super embarrassed, super nervous, and I was just like, this is so uncomfortable. So, so, so uncomfortable. Would I ever get another one? Not sure. That was the first and only time I've ever gotten it done, and I've been too nervous to do it again. I know that was like just a random experience that like not many people have. It's not like I just went to a place, they waxed me, it was uncomfortable, and they were asking me inappropriate questions. It wasn't anything like that. It was 3 people I work with plus the woman from corporate. It's just like, you know, it's like a private viewing. It's like, who wants to learn how to do a Brazilian wax? Because we got somebody in here who's willing to be the dummy for a Brazilian wax. So people were just, you know, in the room. So it took almost an hour to do because of how many people were doing it, and they were showing proper ways to wax, everything like that. I remember it being very, you know, it lasted a while. Like, I will say that it lasted close to a month before everything started growing back, things like that. But again, it's a very invasive thing that it's just like, I'm so uncomfortable having people down there that are like, you know, examining every inch of my areas. It's like, it's a little uncomfortable. And again, I would recommend it to people who have a little bit more confidence than I do. Maybe it's just me being like shy, because I am shy. I know you don't get that vibe from me talking right now, but I am pretty shy when I first meet people. So for me to be nervous about a Brazilian wax, that's just me. I mean, I'm sure many people are nervous when they first go to get a Brazilian wax, but, you know, it's just nerves and you'll get through it, that kind of thing. And again, it lasts a decent amount of time, but you're supposed to go regularly, so you're supposed to go like once a month, or I don't know, however fast it grows back, but you have to wait until it's like an inch long for them to, or like a quarter of an inch. I'm not positive, don't quote me on that, but I know you're supposed to get it regularly just because that's how it works. But again, it's like, it's a pricey thing to upkeep, you know? So, I mean, sometimes you're better off just shaving or doing other stuff. Like, I know it's not great to do this, but I usually nair. I'm not going to like go into any details, but that's usually what I do. I know you're not really supposed to do that. I know it's kind of dangerous to do that, but you know, you just have to be careful of specific areas to use that. But yeah, I guess that was my first and only Brazilian wax experience. Let me know if you've ever gotten one before, what your experience was. I really don't care. I think it's funny if you have like a funny experience, that kind of thing. I'd like to hear about it down in the comment section. Go ahead, leave a comment, anything like that. I do have some more videos coming up for you soon. I've just been a little busy with the holidays. I know I never got a chance to film a tutorial, anything like that, and that's my own fault. I've just been so busy. I got sick once again after I made that video of like my update. I put out a video, but I was sick during that video. I was sick for almost a week. I was late for work a couple of days, and I'm never late for work, so that kind of thing. You know, it was just very busy, hectic time of the year. But I hope to get on like a regular filming schedule as time goes on, whatever like that. So I hope you guys again enjoyed this video. Please give this video a thumbs up, because you need to donate your thumbs to me for the experience that I had. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys soon.